Nintendo stole the show by doing nothing. We shouldn't be surprised at this point, but it is kind of annoying. All they had to do was like say, yeah, we're making a second Breath of the Wild, and everybody was like, oh, Nintendo on E3. And I agree with that. But that shouldn't be the requirement. That shouldn't be the bar. The bar should be higher, in my opinion, but it's not because it's just not. I mean, they announced other things, but that's really that's the key. That's the highlight. You know, other games were already out or were coming out later that month. They already had, like, we knew Pokemon was coming. We knew Mario Maker was coming. We knew all of this stuff was coming. We knew they were just showing it off. Breath of the Wild 2 was the biggest sort of announcement, I guess you could say, from the... It just hit us all at the end. Like, they had good announcements. I just don't remember any of them because Breath of the Wild 2 stands out. Or whatever it's going to be. That's the problem, is that Nintendo didn't have to try. They just had to make a sequel to a game that already blew everyone's minds. They can't make it any... They can't make a game... Now, at this point, people seem to think it's hard to follow up a great game. Well, if you're following up a great game by continuing the story, it's not hard, because as long as you're not reinventing the wheel. Like, Grand Theft Auto 3 was a great game. People thought, oh, how are you going to follow that up? Vice City. They had the mechanics, now they have a story. And San Andreas, and I don't personally think I don't think any of those games really deserve what they get these days. Back then, San Andreas was the culmination of story and mechanics, because they already knew how to build a great story, so they built a wonderful story, and they just added things into the mechanics they learned from when they focused on story, and they knew what they missed. That's all they have to do. They don't have to improve the gameplay. They just have to... Well, they do, but they don't have to redo it. It's not like every other Zelda game where something new is done, and yes, you can play any Zelda game and get the idea, even if you just started with the first. You can play all of them. They feel... It's just... E3 was stupid this year, and it's because we missed out on Sony, which, I mean, to be fair, their press conferences have been absolute garbage for the past couple of years, and they get more out of doing PlayStation Experience than they ever get out of E3, and I appreciate that. But the problem still stands, is that E3 is becoming less and less of what it originally was, which is a trade show for unveiling major announcements because of the internet. The internet's killed E3. I'm not sad about that. I'm just saying it is sad to watch it die slowly and painfully. However, come back tomorrow for my highlights, which is just this format, and tomorrow is a relative term. Just next video will be me discussing the fun, because I'll just say things that were cool about nothing. That's a fun idea.